What's up, Hollywood fans? Welcome back to Hollywood Men, where we bring you the hottest celebrity news and drama as it happens. First up, we've got a powerful moment from Violet Affleck. The daughter of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner just took the stage at the United Nations with a speech that's making huge waves about long COVID and the ongoing pandemic. This is not your average celebrity kid moment, folks. And speaking of powerful moments, we're going to break down exactly why Violet Affleck's address at the UN has gone viral. She's calling out leaders, advocating for masks, and sharing a message that's resonating worldwide about our present being stolen. We've got all the details on her impassioned plea for better public health protocols. But who exactly is Violet Affleck? We're going beyond the headlines to explore the background of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner's daughter, uncovering her journey and the reasons behind her courageous stance at the United Nations. Get ready to learn more about the young advocate who's suddenly in the global spotlight. And finally, we're exploring the why behind Violet Affleck's powerful United Nations speech. What drove this young advocate to speak out so forcefully on long COVID and clean air infrastructure? We'll break down her message, her past activism, and what it all means for the future. Stick around, because you won't want to miss any of these incredible stories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Violet Affleck's UN stand on long COVID stuns. Weeks into her college semester, Violet Affleck, daughter of Hollywood powerhouses Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, has made a significant impact on the global stage. She delivered a compelling speech at the United Nations, focusing on the persistent threat of long COVID, especially among children. As a youth advocate at an event centered on indoor air quality, Affleck didn't hold back, directly criticizing leaders for what she described as ignoring, downplaying, and concealing the risks associated with long COVID. She highlighted a startling statistic. Long COVID now affects more children under 5 than asthma, expressing deep concern for the future if infections continue unchecked. Affleck, known for her consistent use of N95 masks, has previously shared her own experience with a post-viral condition dating back to 2019. This isn't her first foray into public advocacy. She has previously spoken at LA City Board meetings, passionately arguing against mask bans and describing long COVID as a debilitating illness impacting cognitive and physical functions. Even after enrolling at Yale, she penned an article for the Yale Global Health Review, urging leaders not to abandon those with disabilities and chronic illnesses. During her UN address, Affleck championed increased masking and the development of clean air infrastructure, stating, "It is a neglect of the highest order to look children in the eyes and say, 'We knew how to protect you, and we didn't do it.'" This powerful message from Violet Affleck is just the beginning of our deep dive today. Stay tuned, because we're about to explore how her speech is going viral and what exactly she said that has the world listening. Violet Affleck's UN speech goes viral. Our present is being stolen. Violet Affleck, the daughter of acclaimed actors Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, has captured global attention with her impassioned speech at the United Nations. Addressing the Healthy Indoor Air, a global call to action event, the 19-year-old, who has previously spoken about suffering a post-viral condition in 2019, made a strong statement while wearing a KN95 mask. She directly challenged global leaders, asserting that the public has abandoned mask mandates prematurely and that the world is collectively ignoring the ongoing pandemic. Affleck delivered a particularly striking line, stating, "We are told by leaders across the board that we are the future. But when it comes to the ongoing pandemic, our present is being stolen right in front of our eyes." She sharply criticized the relentless push for a back-to-normal mentality, accusing adults of ignoring, downplaying, and concealing both the prevalence of airborne transmission and the threat of long COVID manifested in a series of choices. She emphasized that young people were left with little real choice or adequate information regarding these decisions. Her address powerfully conveyed the rage and frustration felt on behalf of children who may face debilitating pain and fatigue due to COVID-19, stating, "Adults knew how to protect you, and we didn't do it." Affleck called for the establishment of widespread clean air infrastructure, arguing that filtered air should be recognized as a fundamental human right as accessible as clean water. This speech has ignited a firestorm on social media, with users praising Affleck's bravery, intelligence, and passion. One ex-user shared her video, exclaiming, "Incredible speech by Violet Affleck, who warned about COVID and long COVID, and advocated for masks and clean air at the UN today." Another commented, "Genuinely teared up listening to this. Don't really have enough superlatives, but for starters, what a brave, intelligent, passionate, and articulate role model. We need more Violets." Violet Affleck's powerful words are echoing across the globe, but her activism goes deeper than just this one speech. Next, we're uncovering who Violet Affleck really is and what drives her advocacy. Who is Violet Affleck, the young advocate making waves at the UN? Violet Affleck, the eldest daughter of Hollywood stars Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, has recently stepped into the global spotlight with a powerful speech delivered at the United Nations. While her parents are familiar faces in entertainment, Violet is carving out her own path as a vocal advocate for public health and environmental awareness. Affleck, a student at Yale University, addressed world leaders, policymakers, scientists, and health experts at the Healthy Indoor Air, a global call to action event. Her speech focused on the critical issue of long COVID among children and the urgent need for robust clean air infrastructures. Demonstrating her commitment, she wore an N95 mask during her address, a symbol of her ongoing concern about airborne transmission. Her message resonated deeply as she stated, "I represent a generation that in many ways already knows how we've been failed. We are told by leaders across the board that we are the future. But when it comes to the ongoing pandemic, our present is being stolen right in front of our eyes." She highlighted how younger generations often lack genuine choice and sufficient information regarding public health decisions that directly impact them. Affleck's advocacy isn't new. She has previously spoken out against mask bans in Los Angeles and advocated for better air filtration and mask mandates in medical facilities. Furthermore, her academic work includes a published research paper in the Yale Global Health Review, exploring parallels between COVID-19 responses and climate change activism. Her dedication to these issues stems partly from her own experience with a post-viral illness in 2019. Violet Affleck's voice is undeniably powerful, but what specific actions is she calling for, and why is this issue so critical to her? We're breaking down the why behind her UN speech next. Violet Affleck's UN speech, a plea for clean air and children's future. Violet Affleck, the daughter of Hollywood icons Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, delivered a significant speech at the United Nations, focusing on the long-term impacts of COVID-19 and the fundamental right to clean air. Addressing the Healthy Indoor Air, a global call to action event, Affleck, a Yale student, spoke with conviction about the ongoing pandemic's effect on young people. Wearing an N95 mask, she articulated a message of frustration and concern, stating, "I represent a generation that in many ways already knows how we've been failed. We are told by leaders across the board that we are the future. But when it comes to the ongoing pandemic, our present is being stolen right in front of our eyes." She emphasized the lack of real choice and information afforded to young people in public health decisions. Affleck detailed the severity of long COVID, citing research from JAMA Pediatrics that indicates 10–20% of children who contract COVID-19 can experience symptoms lasting 3 months or longer, potentially leading to lasting damage to vital organs. She expressed profound fear for children who face a future with debilitating pain and exhaustion, unable to fully engage with life due to post-viral conditions. "And I am furious on their behalf," she declared. Her plea extended to advocating for clean air regulations, drawing a parallel between filtered air and filtered water as essential human rights. She urged for the creation of ubiquitous clean air infrastructure, suggesting that future generations shouldn't even question its necessity. Affleck's commitment to these issues is long-standing, marked by her previous advocacy for mask mandates and air filtration systems in public facilities, as well as her academic research on pandemic and climate change responses. Violet Affleck's powerful advocacy at the UN is a story that demands attention. That's all the time we have for today's deep dives, but we'll be right back with a quick recap and your chance to tell us what you think. And that's a wrap on today's Hollywood headlines. we heard Violet Affleck deliver a powerful speech on long COVID at the UN, demanding action for future generations. Now it's time for you to weigh in. What did you think of Violet Affleck's UN address? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to Hollywood Men for all your breaking celebrity news, and hit that notification bell so you're always the first to know. Follow us on all social media platforms for behind-the-scenes content and more. We'll see you in the next one.